In this video, I'm going to show you an infinite money and XP exploit in Horizon Forbidden West. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Horizon Forbidden West. You want to listen all the way to the end because we've got some great secrets how to make this run so much faster and more profitable. If you get past the embassy mission and open up the kind of no man's land area, the first area of the Forbidden West, after you leave the Daunt and you get the glider, then there's a Thunsderjaw site, and it's a really, really easy Thunsderjaw. And it gives you over 4,000 XP. It's going to drop about 100 shards, and then the total amount of stuff it's going to give you is probably more than worth 1,000 shards if you bought it. But you probably want to save most of it. You can do this easily in 6 minutes each run. And I'm going to show you the spot where you don't even have to fast travel away to reset the Thunsderjaw. You want to have your settings set to either easy or story. Story is the easiest. While you're doing this, there are no penalties in the trophies for doing an easier difficulty. So there's no difficulty trophies if you're going for the platinum, and you will level up so quickly doing this, and your shard problems will go away. You want to use the sharp shot bow, so if you can pick one of those up in the Daunt. Even a green level bow will work fine for this, and you want to just focus on the damage arrows, the hard point arrows. You don't want to use any elemental arrows for this. There's a shelter nearby for a fast travel, but it's better to take over the Jagged Deep bandit camp. There's only like 5 bandits there, and you can pick them off one by one. It's very easy for a low-level player. You're going to come by this area on the Death's Door level 10 quest, which happens right after the embassy, which gives you the shield wing and opens up this part of the map. I'm going to take you through the end of one run and through an entire run. They take about 6 minutes. So she picks up all the stuff she gets. She was unlucky this time. Almost every time it drops the tail, which is worth about 350 shards. And then you've got all this other stuff. Probably it's all worth at least 500 shards if you sold it all, but you're probably not going to want to sell it all. You do get like 100 shards off the bat. And I found that if you're using the hardpoint arrows or the regular arrows, you're fine. You're never going to have to go back to a merchant. The other thing is, if you go to the bandit camp, these ancient machines respawn shards. So they respawn shards quite a bit. I'm not sure exactly bit, but usually once every 2 or 3 runs, or once every 2 or 3 fast travels, they'll respawn. So you get to the back of the bandit camp here, where she's picking up the medicine and the branches, and that gets the Thunsderjaw to respawn. And that's why you want to take out the bandit camp here, and we can also do a quick save if we want, because the bandit camp is just so close, and it's also a great marker of where to respawn. Okay, and you'll get the extra shards for going to the ancient war machines. So it's nice if you have time to run and set down a trap, but it's totally not necessary. You can highlight his path, but he basically goes through all the rocks, and you could wait until he goes through, but I don't think it matters. There's this drone here, and the drone is not going to bother you. That's kind of like a mission that you're supposed to jump onto that drone, and you can do that if you want, but that's not one of his discs that he's launched. And so we're going to choose the sharp shot bow and the hard pointed arrows, and I think those are the best. And we're going to go for the disc launcher. So those are the big things in the back. Take those out first, because that also takes his offensive capability, so he's got a little shock damage to him. It says that you're supposed to use acid, but you waste so much acid on him. The first time I did this, I was like, nope, I'm never going to do that again, because I lost all my acid arrows, and it didn't really help. So you take out his disc launchers, those big square things in the back. Can't miss them. You can shoot him from almost any angle, and that'll take a lot of health off of him. If he drops a disc launcher and you can see it on the ground, then pick it up and just kill him. But I was not able to see him. I think it's better to be from the raised position here, because if he does get off a disc launcher, it'll knock you to the side here, but then that'll keep the disc launcher from hitting you again, right? And then fall damage is so minor on this, so being at a raised platform, there's not really any downside to it. And then we take out the next disc launcher. You don't want to hit his armor, you want to do his weak spots. After the disc launchers, there's this thing on the top that's really easy to take out, and that takes out a lot of his health. And then the two barrels in the back. You want to take out those two barrels in the back if you can. If you shoot in his mouth, it's also pretty good, and if you shoot his tail, it takes a lot of health from him. So I pretty much need to take out the top thing, the disc launchers, and the two barrels in the back. And I've got concentration on here. You can put it in your settings so that you have like extra concentration. So that's not just a skill, but it's a function of what settings you put in the settings menu. And then we need a few more of these hardpoint arrows. I would say I go through about 16. Like I said, I never ran out of arrows in the sense that I didn't need to go to a merchant. Now, if you're using acid arrows, yeah, I would not mess with the elemental effects with him, except for maybe a bomb at the beginning or tripwire. And now we've got she's taken off a little more. We just need really one more weak spot. Trying to get the tail, but we're just settling for what we can get right now. There we go. We've got him down the mouth, and that got him. All right, and then we can just jump off. You don't really need to use the shield wing here, but we will. And because the shield wing is fun. And then we get our loot. And I think in this run, he actually did drop one of those disc launchers. I couldn't see it, but I could have picked it up and ran towards it if I saw where it was. You see, we got the tail this time. And all this other great stuff, and 4,100 XP every run. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Horizon Forbidden West.